Hey there, Cannara Biotech traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today is Thursday. It's December 7th. The month is just flying by already a month in. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing Cannara Biotech's recent Q4 and full fiscal year 2023 earnings. I'll give my thoughts and opinions, and we'll also dive into the chart. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash the like. I would appreciate it. It helps support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll be notified on any future videos or whenever I go live. Also, make sure to give us a follow over on X, which is formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my social media platform of choice going forward. And I also signed up for Rumble. You can give us a follow over there. I did a video on this yesterday, essentially just saying that, preventing any kind of, unforeseen circumstances with regards to, any kind of censorship or accounts being suspended. Recently, my Airbnb was suspended, and it goes to show you that, this isn't just with investing or trading. You can do it with content creation. You can do it with, short-term rentals. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. I also signed up for Odyssey, really liking this platform as well. It's brought to you by Library, and a really great platform. It's based on crypto as well, and you can earn crypto just by watching videos and doing certain tasks. So I'm really liking this, and they even have a sync feature, which works really good with YouTube. So you can see here all the content is there. And just before we jump into Cannara's review and financials, we do have a sponsor for today's video, and that sponsor is called Moomoo. They are a NASDAQ-listed fintech with over 20 million users, growing extremely fast. They have some of the lowest fees I've seen. Some people are saying that they're still paying anywhere from $10 to $15 US per trade. Not with Moomoo. You can get it for as low as $1.99 per trade. I'll leave links for this in the description and in the comment section below. They have a desktop and a mobile app, which I'll do some analysis on Cannara in just a moment. We'll take a look at the technicals and what to expect in the days, weeks, months ahead. But I really do like the fact that they have free level 2 market data and extended trading hours as well. So you can trade US stocks from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, and Canadian stocks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. And you can get a cash bonus of $1,520 just for signing up. And again, I'll leave links for that in the description and in the comment section. They also have a paper trading feature as well, so you can practice your skills, and you can win an iPhone 15 and other hot Apple products as well. So you can check that out. And like I said, we'll bring up the app here in just a moment. But Cannara Biotech reports fourth quarter and 2023 fiscal year results. Record revenue and profitability continues. So an absolute blowout report. Loving what I'm seeing here. I watched an interview as well with Benzinga and Nicholas Sosiak, who I've interviewed on the channel multiple times. He mentioned that they're only 35% of their output right now at the Valleyfield facility. So they have a ton of room to grow. And that facility they got for pennies on the dollar. I think he said it cost them. It cost the Green Organic Dutchman originally around north of $200 million to build it, and they paid, I think, $21 million for it. So that is definitely helping their profitability. It's helping them scale. It's helping them, their bottom line. And this is just another example. This report, another example of how much room Cannara has to grow. So we'll go through some of the highlights here, but they had record Q4 and year-end net revenues of $18.3 million and $57.6 million, representing a 53% and 60% increase compared to the same periods of 2022. Sequentially, Q4 showed significant growth over Q3 2023 with higher net revenues by 15%, operating income by 36%, and adjusted EBITDA by 26%, and net income by 58%. 10th consecutive quarter of adjusted EBITDA of $4.9 million, generated record quarterly net income of $4.6 million and operating cash flows of $2.8 million. And all dollars are in Canadian dollars, unless otherwise stated. So MJ producer derivative product offerings at affordable prices with 2 mega facilities based in Quebec spanning 1,650,000 square feet today announced its first fiscal fourth quarter 2023 financial and operating results for the 3 and 12-month periods ended August 31st, 2023. So there's some comments here from Zohar Krivorot, the president and CEO. He said, Cannara isn't just growing, we're charting a path of sustained profitable growth that sets a new standard for the industry. In this dynamic MJ market, our rapid ascent to having the 3rd largest market share in Quebec is just the beginning. We're seeing continued growth in Ontario, Alberta, BC, and our achievement of activating 9 grow zones well ahead of schedule in the 3rd quarter of this year is a testament to our team's dedication of strategic planning. They have their 3 flagship brands, so Tribal, they have Nugs and Orchid. not only captured market attention, but also have played a pivotal role in driving our profitability with over 70 new SKUs delivered this year, achieving yet another record of Cannara. So kudos to the Cannara team for this milestone and huge achievement. At Cannara, we're not just focused on growing bigger, we're focused on growing smarter. And as they say, crawl, walk, run, work smart, then hard, right? Don't just work hard, you got to work smart and then hard. So our approach to expansion is underpinned by a robust operational strategy that ensures sustained profitability at each step. And then there was some comments from CFO Nick Sosiak. He just talks about their milestones and their financial results, which we'll go into here in just a moment, some of their market share, but it goes through that in the operational highlights. So we'll touch on that in just a moment. So the fiscal Q4 and fiscal year 2023 financial highlights. So we went over most of that. Operating income increased to $5.8 million for Q4 2023 and $11.9 million for the fiscal year 2023, compared to operating income of $3.8 million of Q4 2022 and $4.9 million for the 12 period of 2022. So that's an increase respectively of 55% and 141%. So delivered the 10th straight quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA, as we mentioned. And then the company increased its earnings per share from 0.03 positive per share in fiscal year 2022 to positive 0.08 per share in fiscal year 2023. They posted positive operating cash flows of $2.8 million for Q4 2023 compared to negative operating cash flows of $3.2 million in the same period of the prior year. Free cash flow for Q4 2023 increased to $4.4 million from $2.5 million in Q4 2022, a 77% increase, and $11.6 million for fiscal year 2023 compared to $5.4 million in the prior year, 114% increase. The company has $30.5 million in working capital as of August 31st, 2023. So the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2023 sales and operational highlights: successfully achieved its 2023 goals in expanding its market share in the Canadian MJ recreational market. Quebec company ranked its market share in Quebec as the third largest licensed producer, holding approximately 8.5% of the market on August 31st, 2023. Subsequent to year-end, Cannara's market share in Quebec increased to 8.8% in October of 2023. In Ontario, company grew market share by 11% in Q4 2023 compared to Q3 2023, ranking Cannara 9th with 3% market share in Canada's largest MJ market. In October 2023, Cannara had further increased its market share to 3.2%. Dramatically increased market share in Alberta. That's something I've noticed here as well. I see tribal products everywhere, mostly just the tribal products, but that'll continue to expand as time goes on. Their market share in Alberta market by 1,100% since its launch in May 2023. As of August 31st, 2023, Cannara accounts for 1.2% of the total market in Alberta, Canada's second largest MJ market. In October 2023, Cannara reached a market share of 2.3% in Alberta, a 92% increase from August of 2023. And hearing lots of good things from bud tenders about this as well when I'm going into different shops. Cannara definitely a very sought after brand. A lot of people respect the brand, respect the products, respect the pricing, and this is definitely one company that's flying under the radar. And one thing I wanted to mention as well is when you go to investing.com or you look at some of the analysts' forecasts, there's not much coverage. So it's still a fairly under the radar licensed producer for whatever reason. They don't even report the actuals here. So it's just very strange that we don't have that much coverage, but I think that's going to change in the eyes of the analysts, some of these third-party coverage analysts. I think that's going to increase over the next couple of years. But very strange that it's taken this long really to gain some traction. So we'll go through this here. Additionally, Cannara's market share in BC increased by 60% in Q4 2023 compared to Q3 2023 and now represents a market share of 0.8%. Market share in BC in October 2023 has since increased to 0.9%. So they increased their total portfolio of MJ products from 23 SKUs at the end of 2022 to 97 SKUs at the end of 2023, representing an increase of 320% with over 40 more SKUs accepted by end of calendar year. And they mentioned as well in the recent interview, Nick mentioned that, finding one good genetic can create, dozens of SKUs, right? So that is huge, right? The company is doing what they do best, and they're creating they're creating products that resonate with customers and consumers, and they're creating quad A quality flour, and they're giving it to you at discount prices, right? So the fact that they're just they're not even fully across Canada yet, right? Wait till the Atlantic provinces, wait till we see more SKUs enter these markets, and wait until their grow capacity is hitting close to 100%. Like I said, only at about 35% right now. So they're still dealing with products selling out and things like that, not keeping inventory on the shelves. But that's also can be viewed as a good thing, because they're able to be better stewards of capital, and they can free up that capital instead of just products sitting on shelves and not selling, right? So that's never good. You don't want to have those write-downs or anything like that either. So we'll go through this a little bit quicker here. Units sold across 3 flagship brands increased by 20% quarter over quarter from Q1 2023 to Q3 2023, and by 17% from Q3 2023 to Q4 of this year. 1,202,000 units sold during Q4 2023 across the 3 flagship brands. And I'm just going to wrap this up here. So activation of 3 more growing zones increased production capacity by 50%. 1 new growing zone was activated per quarter at the Valleyfield facility for the first 3 quarters of 2023. A total of 225,000 square foot of cultivation area is actively operating at the Valleyfield facility, capable of producing, in conjunction with its Farnham facility, approximately 30,500 kgs of MJ per year. They also increased employee and contracted worker headcount to a total of 461 as of August 31st, 2023, to support the growth of the business. So you can see here, earnings per share was positive 0.05 for the quarter. And like I said, really liking what I'm seeing with this company. It's just a baby at the moment. As much as I cover it, as much as they're just really making waves in the industry, it's very strange that we don't have that many third-party analysts covering it, which is mind-baffling to me. But I think we're going to see that change here in the not-too-distant future. But we'll take a look at the chart here. So again, I'm using the the desktop app for Moomoo. They also have a mobile app as well, so you can never miss a beat, and you can check it on the go. But essentially, they have their paper trading here as well. You can add to your watch list. You can use the watch list. Obviously, add love to your watch list. You can see the quotes. You can see the analysis tools. You get all the direct news within Moomoo app as well. And you can do technical analysis for free with their tools here that are provided just by using the app for free, right? So you can go here, you can add your moving averages, your exponential moving averages. One thing that I did want to highlight is we had a golden cross on the daily time frame with the 50-day crossing through the 200-day moving average. And we're seeing a massive ceiling here at 115. If we can get over 115 Canadian, then the stock is easily going to be at $1.50 in no time, in my opinion. Right now, we're seeing that final shakeout before a massive breakout, in my opinion. We had the golden cross, but like I've been saying for a while now, golden crosses are something that everybody learns as one of their first. It's like basically technical analysis 101, like the basics. The very first thing people learn is a golden cross or a death cross, head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, right? So when people see a golden cross forming, it doesn't mean that we're going to the moon tomorrow, right? It can take many weeks or many months before we see the real upside. And quite often what happens is we have a golden cross and then we see one more final shakeout before the big breakout. And I think that is what we're going through here right now, is we're actually going down, seeing a death cross, seeing more downside as a result. And like I said, I think we could be just around the corner of turning a page here. And when the whole sector's down this much, usually the tier 1, the tier 2s run first, and then the lower cap names run last, right? So with names down 80-90% from February 2021 highs and all-time highs, it's not uncommon to see the smaller cap names like Cannara kind of take a back burner by the wayside for a little bit until the whole sector starts to recover. And then once we start to confirm monthly uptrends across the sector, which if we take a look at Cannara on the monthly time frame, again, it's all about the high here at 115. If we can get over 115, then monthly uptrend confirmed with the low, high, higher low, and higher high. And that's what we need to see across the sector. We also need to see weekly EMA 12 and 26 bull crosses, which a lot of names are still lagging, and we're still waiting for that to happen on Cannara as well. But like I said, in terms of and then you can just go here and you can switch from moving averages to EMAs, so exponential moving averages. If we zoom out to the weekly, you can see here a lot of names are lagging, but we actually just had it. I was on the wrong time frame there. So yeah, on the weekly time frame, Cannara did have its weekly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, which was the first time since back here in the run up to the highs of $1.85, which is when the Dems took control of the Senate, and that would have occurred back on It was January of 2021. So it's been a long time coming. We had a bear cross of those exponential moving averages. Price went from about $1.50 down to 60 cents. Now we're seeing a bull cross of these exponential moving averages. So that's great. We need to see that. We got that out of the way, but now we need monthly uptrends to confirm with our higher lows and higher highs. And then we need the golden cross as well, which we did get, right? So you just go to your moving averages. We did have our golden cross. Again, that was the first time since the run up from February into February 2021 when the Dems took control of the Senate. So then we had our death cross. Again, price went from about $1.50 down to 60 cents. Now we're seeing a golden cross, and we have some massive catalysts. He mentioned Nicholas Sosiak in the video as well in his interview with Benzinga that they're expecting. Right now, the MJ Act is up for review here in Canada. There's a petition going around to increase edibles from 10 to 100 milligrams. And a big thing hindering the industry right now is excise tax. So I think we're going to see some improvements to that. And if you think Cannara is impressive now and profitable now, just imagine what will happen if we see improvements to excise tax. But going to end it there, it's Rod with Powell Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. If you found this review helpful, please let me know in the comment section below your thoughts and opinions. Smash the like if you think I earned it. Share it with your network. And like I said, Cannara is looking really good. We've got our weekly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. We've got our golden cross. Now we just need the monthly uptrend to confirm. And then once the rest of the sector does so as well, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. All right. Hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you again on the next video.